2024. That was a year. As I record this voiceover, well, actually almost in February 2025, but there were so many moments and stories that I really didn't get the chance to tell while in 2024. So even though we're about a month into 2025, we're gonna take a look back as I was preparing for the new year. That's all I need. All right, so yeah, 2025 is basically here, and 2024, this year has been such an interesting year. I think to give a sentence that could summarize it for me, just like lessons and blessings tied in a very complicated and interesting bow for me. A lot of highs, a lot of lows, but overall, I think a very great year. But before going to the next year, I have to organize everything that's like kind of happened in my notion for this year. So yeah, this video is going to be more of like a work with me, study with me vibe. And you guys love the music that I put in the videos. The Apple Music and Spotify playlists are in the description. So I guess you're going to vibe out with me as I like talk a little bit, do some work, and prepare for this new year. So here's a story I couldn't tell until now. In January of 2024, I signed an NDA and was actually selected to appear in a campaign for Apple. Crazy. So I tore my ACL, I tore my Achilles, and I used Apple Fitness Plus to really rehab my Achilles injury because I couldn't afford to continuously go to rehab. $50 a session, that adds up weekly, it was too much. So at the time, Apple was actually doing an Apple Fitness campaign. They saw my story on Instagram, reached out, did a whole interview process, and I was selected. Me and like 3 other people. Crazy, I couldn't believe Apple called me. I was like in disbelief. The year had just started. It was like January 6th that they reached out. And I was just like thinking, God, going crazy. Ultimately, it didn't work out though. At the time, my channel was like really going up and increasing. And they came to my apartment. They filmed the entire campaign. It was crazy. It was like a whole 8-hour shoot. It was fire. I met great people, great producers that I still talk to this day, but it didn't work out because I'm on YouTube and I received products. I've worked with Google at the time, and they just thought that it would look like it was a paid campaign instead of an authentic campaign if they chose to continue with my story based off of my influence. So ultimately, it didn't work out, but still a great experience.
Say you wanna find somebody, you're picky to choose. So try on all the girls in the city, but you won't prove to they love you. I already know what you're into. Thoughts in your mind are your debut. I already know what you're into.
That pen cap been flying off this whole time I've been journaling. But I think I got a good rough outline of my goals and intentions for the new year. It was really last year that I learned 2 things. The power of writing things down and dating them, extremely potent. I talked about it in an earlier video, but in the beginning of this year, 2024, I put the brands I wanted to work with, Google, so-and-so, and Google had hit me up a week later, a week into the new year. I already mentioned that I worked with Apple for a campaign that ultimately I didn't get to be a part of, but it was dope being a part of the shooting experience and meeting dope people, great production. It was so fire. I wish I could have saw the end result. But it was really then that I learned the power of writing things down is simply incredible. And when you cross things off that you wrote down, there's no feeling like it. No digital, nothing can catch up to the physical act of doing something. But yeah, the power of writing things down and prayer. The same things I'm writing about, I think I'm giving it power through prayer. Power of prayer is really big. I know not everybody may believe in like a higher power, God, whatever, but like whatever you pray to, whatever you believe in, that's not up for me to decide. But whatever is up there that you believe in, definitely talking to that being. For me, is God, Jesus Christ. But yeah, just talking to God about what I want, what I see, and then ultimately like working. Like the Bible will tell you, you have to work for what you want. This ain't at least in my opinion, this ain't a mooching relationship. You gotta meet God, I think, more than halfway. But anyway, I've never made a vision board. This year I do plan on making a vision board, but a digital one. My idea is to make a digital vision board that's sort of like a poster that I can put in a frame and hang it above my bed. As some like sort of manifestations that I see in the morning, to remind me like what I'm doing and why I'm doing it for and what I want. So the next phase of this video is vision board planning, but a big silent goal of mine is to get more fly. I feel like fashion is an expression of yourself, expression of how you like wearing clothes. So I want to get more clothes. I want to, dabble in more jewelry. I already get compliments on how I dress, but I feel like I could dress so much better. So actually, let's talk more about that. So in 2025, I want my look to feel and look a bit more elevated. So I partnered with Pascal Jewelry to do just that. Watches are a staple and a timeless classic. Affordable luxury is the name of the game, and these two oval bubble diamond watches are some of my favorite pieces from Pascal. Pascal offers the same premium materials that are found in your typical designer brands: 316-liter steel, 100-meter water resistance, sapphire glass with real diamonds, which is why it's affordable luxury. My style has always been a bit more simple. I avoid the gaudy things, but these oval watches not only complement my style, but elevates it with any look I have on with them. These are designed for the bold, with very sleek design choices and a lot of strap options to adapt Pascal's jewelry to your personal aesthetic. This blue crocodile embossed leather strap, I love the look of this one, and the brown leather strap paired with the oval watch face is just so clean. Pascal specializes in lab-grown diamond technology. When you couple that with great design choices, they're just offering jewelry at a price point that not only provides value, but a lot of versatility. Honestly, can't say enough good things about this watch. If you click the referral link in the description, you'll get 15% off. I want to thank Pascal for sponsoring this video and contributing to my new year goal of elevating my look. But let's get back to the story. I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence. And just like that, we're in the new year. Felt crazy scrubbing off 2024 off my calendar and putting 2025 on here. Time be flying, man. It's crazy. I need peace to borrow, get that shit right back tomorrow. Somehow all the fans go bravo. Smile so much to hide my sorrows. Faith is shaky in vibrato. I can't hold a frown too long. I can't stay down too long. Look, running from pain, running from strain, running from things, running from schemes. Strain, running from things, running from schemes. Couple things I know, couple things I show, couple things I don't. I can tell you my problems, I can tell you my sins, I can tell you my problems. I'm uncomfortable in my skin, I'm uncomfortable with my ends, I'm uncomfortable with my friends, I'm uncomfortable with my drinking, I'm uncomfortable with my thinking, I'm uncomfortable with my ways, I'm uncomfortable in this face, I'm uncomfortable on good days, I'm uncomfortable on bad days, I'm uncomfortable. Great actors, half-asses, wage taxes, fake asses. All right, y'all. So I think I'm gonna start closing out this video here. It's January second day in the new year, and I feel comfortable with some of the New Year's goals and planning that I've done. The poster that I made that's gonna go in a frame above my bed, it looks pretty good. It took me hours to finish this thing, but I'm really happy with how it came out. It's sunny as hell in here. But 2024 was a year. It was a big year for me. It's loud in here too, so they got music playing, so hopefully y'all can hear me good. But 2024 was a really, really big year for me. And I think 2025 is going to continue on that and get even bigger, to be honest. God was like a major fixture and role for sure. I went through many transitions, living alone, a lot of transitions on my job, trying to balance the schedule, relationship, family. There's a lot of challenges, and I think there's still going to be challenges in 2025 as well. But I think God has a way of like preparing you for things. And I think everything that I've been through is like preparing me for, the next steps and ultimately the man I want to be. So 2025 is dedicated to Essential for real. I also want us to like touch on gratitude real quickly. I mentioned this last year, but my sister got me this. She got me this like gratitude journal, and I did pretty good to start last year, 2024. With this journal, I was pretty good up until like February. So I want to bring this back and hopefully get more consistent. So, throughout the year, I can remain grateful and like, can look back on this book. Also, I seen something about like a gratitude jar, putting like post-it notes in it over the year and writing in like what you're grateful for daily, and like when the year ends, like looking at it, looking back on it. So I think I might do that. But yeah, this is 2025 now. We're in the new year, and there's gonna be some changes. A lot of changes. I think a lot of good changes though. So, yeah, if you made it to this point in the video, I rock with you, and you'll see me again real soon. So, I wish all of you a blessed new year, and we're gonna get it. We're gonna be up. We all gonna be up. But yeah, deuces.
Feel like mama saying I look good, this John. I feel the sun invading my room, breaking the dawn. Mind bent, crooked, time out, straighten the thoughts. My son hates the resolve, he knows the brothers brought us together. Praise to the cause, praise to the gods. Rewards in